करो स्टार्ट बच्चे।
Good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Today we are going to start with very interesting topic. But before starting the topic, I will ask from you few questions. Don't give collective responses. From where do we buy stationery products?
From shop or market.
Stationery shop.
Stationery shop.
Yes, very good, Muskan. What do we pay in return?
Money.
Very good.
Money.
Yes, very good, Pooja and Muskan. The person from whom we buy products is known as what?
Seller.
Seller.
Very good, seller. And the person who buys the goods is known as?
Buyer.
Yes, very good. What we call the process of buying and selling of goods for earning profits.
Business.
Yes, very good. Students, today we are going to start with the topic business and its characteristics. The word business has been derived from the word being busy. It is derived from word busy, which means it consists of two words, busy plus ness. But business refers to busyness. Some persons are busy in production. They produce goods. And some persons are busy in selling the goods, buying and selling of goods. They do not produce the goods, but they sell the goods. And some are busy in selling the services, providing services. Now write down the meaning of business. What is the meaning of business? Business refers to, write down the meaning on your notebook. What is business? Business refers to all the activities pursued for earning profits. The activities which are pursued for earning profits are considered as business activities. But the way of earning profits here is by production, sale or exchange of goods or services. Exchange of goods and services. So business refers to activities which are pursued for earning profits. All the activities which are pursued for earning profits, but the way of earning profit is by production, sale or exchange of goods and services. Have you written on your notebooks the meaning of business? Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So the next topic is characteristics of business. So being a business, what are the characteristics? Look at the chart. The first characteristics of business is it is an economic activity. Business is an economic activity. In the previous class, I have discussed with you what are economic activities and what are non-economic activities. Economic activities are all those activities which are related to earning a livelihood or profits. Now tell me, why business is an economic activity? Why?
Because businessman earns profit from its business.
Yes, very good. Business is an economic activity because it is related to earning profits. Okay, write down the meaning of economic activities on your notebooks. Economic activity business is an economic activity because it is done with the motive of earning profits. Earning profits is the main motive of a business activity, and it is not done out of love and affection. Not done for love and affection. As in the case of non-economic activities which are done out of love and affection, nothing is paid in return for non-economic activities. But in economic activities, we get something in return, and the main motive is to earn profits. Have you written on your notebooks the main points of economic activities?
Yes, ma'am.
The second characteristic of business is production and procurement of goods. Now, what the term production and procurement refers? Before that, I will write some. And look at the board very carefully. I will write some goods and services in your own. Notebook, pen, toys, teaching, and treatment by a doctor. Now tell me, among the given examples, what are goods and what are services?
Notebook is a good.
Yes, notebook is.
Pen, toy,
Yes, very good. Notebook, pen, toy is a good or service?
Goods.
Yes.
good,
Very good. And teaching is a good or service?
Service.
service,
By a doctor?
service,
Yes,
Service.
very good. So, goods, notebook, pen, and toys. They are the goods and teaching. And service by doctor are services. Now, what does production and procurement refers? Production refers to when the businessman is producing the goods and then selling it. It is indulged in production sector. Then it is considered as production. And procurement when the businessmen do not produce the goods but they purchase from the manufacturer and sell them for the earning of profits, then it is referred to as procurement. So in the case of notebooks, either the notebooks are produced by the manufacturer or sold by the stationery owners. The stationery owners do not produce the goods, but they procure from the manufacturer and sell them in the market with the objective of earning profits.
ठीक है बच्चे, बस कर श्वेता। हाँ बच्चे, दो फीडबैक की ऑब्जर्व किया। बच्चे फीडबैक देंगे। बच्चों फीडबैक दो।
Stimulus variation was good.
हाँ ठीक है। कॉन्फिडेंस भी अच्छा है, पीके टेस्टिंग भी अच्छी कराई है, ब्लैक बोर्ड राइटिंग भी ठीक है, चार्ट भी ठीक है।
सर रिकैप चार्ट भी देख लो एक बार।
हाँ दिखा दे बच्चे।
ट्रू एंड फॉल्स की फॉर्म में है, सही है सर ऐसे भी?
हाँ ठीक है बच्चे, ठीक है। ये रिकैप्चुलेशन चार्ट है।
यस सर।
हाँ तो अब एक बन गया तो दूसरा बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है।
एक ही चार्ट बनाना है सर?
हाँ एक बहुत है।
ओके सर।
एक में दो बनाओगे तब तो बहुत ज्यादा चार्ट हो जाएंगे। ठीक है, इन सब के ऊपर ना अपना नाम, रोल नंबर और डेट जरूर डाल दिया करो जिस दिन आपने लेसन ये दिया है। ठीक है।
यस सर।
चलो नेक्स्ट स्टूडेंट। हाँ बच्चे शुरू करो।
गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स। Good morning, ma'am.
Okay. Students, today we are going to learn about a very interesting topic. But before starting with the topic, I will ask you a few questions. So don't give me collective responses. Just raise your hands who knows the answer. Students, suppose your exams are coming. Your exams are coming in next week, and you got your date sheet. Then you decided to start preparation for preparing you make your timetable and start studying. What do we call this whole process?
Planning.
Okay, very good. Okay, you all had chosen commerce, right? Your purpose might be to be a CA or a CS or a lawyer or a teacher. So, what do we call this purpose in your life?
Aims,
Goal.
objectives, aims.
You can say that aims of your life or an objective. Okay, very good. In school premises, you had seen some guidelines like attend school on time, be regular, wearing of eye card is compulsory. What does this whole guidelines depict? What do we call these guidelines?
Rules to be followed.
Yes, very good. So students, objectives and rules are the two types of plans. Like objectives and rules, there are many types of plans and we will discuss about types of plans in our today's lecture. So let's start with the meaning. Let's start with the meaning. Students, open your notebooks. Open your notebooks and start writing. Planning is a basic managerial function. Planning is the first function of management. It is a thinking process. Planning is the thinking process. Thinking process. In planning, a manager decides what to do. Manager decides what to do, when to do, how to do, and who will do a particular task. Who will do a particular task. Before doing anything, a manager starts planning. He will plan what to do, when to do, how to do, and who will do a particular task. It is the first managerial function. So students, there are. Let's start with the types of plans. The meaning is clear to you all. We had done this. We had already done in this in a previous lecture. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So students, there are two types of plans. That is single-use plans and standing plans. Okay? Single-use plans are made to solve a particular problem. Single-use plans are made to solve a particular problem. Or we can say that for non-recurring problem. Like they expires when the purpose is achieved. Like you decided to go on trip and you make plan, you make arrangements. So it expires when the goal is achieved. So in the next type of plan is standing plans. These plans are made to use again and again. Manager sets plans and he uses these plans again and again. They are formulated to guide managerial decisions on recurring problems. Single-use plans are made for non-recurring problems and standing plans are used to solve recurring problems. They does not expire when the goal is achieved. They go side by side. When the problem arises again, the manager uses same type of plan. So we will study the categories of plans under single-use plan and standing plans. So in single-use plans, standing plan, the first category is objective. First category of standing plan is objective. So goals are established to achieve the objective. Students, look at this. In order to achieve objectives, the manager follow three steps. That is, firstly he states the value of the objectives. Like, in order to increase his sales, he sets objectives like 10% increase in sales or 20% increase in sales. He sets value. Students, look at this. There are three steps to achieve objectives. Objective starts with value. In order to achieve its goals, in order to achieve its objective, firstly, a manager sets values for its objectives. Like increase in sales by 10%, appointing 20 trainees. Okay, then he starts he make goals. He make goals to achieve the objectives. He makes small goals. Like we had an objective to increase in our sales by 10%. For increasing the sales, he sets small goals like how to increase 10% sales. He will purchase raw material. He will appoint new trainees. So he set small goals. So then objectives are the actions he had taken. He took actions to achieve the objectives. After achieving goals, the collaboration of goals will be achievement of objectives. Then the objectives he set should be smart enough. It means S means specific. Objectives should be specific. It should state what you will do. What you will do. What are the actions you will take to achieve objectives? Then it should be measurable. It means provide a way to evaluate. You evaluate your performance so that you came to know about you are achieving your goals or not. Then A means achievable. It should be within your scope. It does not mean that you set objectives that are not in your foundation. You will set objectives that are achievable for you.
ठीक है बच्चे, बस कर
It should be relevant.
बस कर बच्चे, दो फीडबैक दो।
सर अच्छा था काफी।
ये किसको अच्छा लगा? ये रोल नंबर बोल।
सर मुझे रोल नंबर 66।
अच्छा ठीक है। पूजा को अच्छा लगा ये?
सही है
क्या अच्छा था?
सर कॉन्फिडेंस अच्छा था और जो पिक्चर्स फ्लैश कार्ड यूज किए थे वो अच्छे थे।
कॉन्फिडेंस बच्चे उतना नहीं है, बीच में रुक रही थी और सब्जेक्ट मैटर भी अभी थोड़ा सा नहीं है प्रॉपर, है ना? उतना कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है जितना बाकी
था। सर ये टॉपिक ना लेंथी था तो 6 पेजेस में पूरा नहीं आ रहा था, इसीलिए मैंने कम लिखा उसमें।
अच्छा।
एक्सप्लेनेशन में मैं ज्यादा कर रही हूँ और लिखा उसमें कम है।
ठीक है बच्चे, तो जो हाँ ठीक है, स्किल ऑफ रीइंफोर्समेंट अच्छी यूज करी जब पीके टेस्टिंग हुई है तो ठीक है, पीके टेस्टिंग भी अच्छी थी, लेकिन इसमें कुछ लेसन प्लान में कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स हैं। जैसे ये जो चार्ट बनाया है आपने, दिखाओ चार्ट कहाँ है। हाँ हाँ ये कर, देखो वो सारा करने की जरूरत है, नीचे वाला करो, ये जो बड़ा है दूसरा टाइप प्लान। हाँ देखो, आपने चार्ट के ऊपर स्टैंडिंग प्लान पहले लिखा है, सिंगल यूज प्लान बाद में लिखा है, ठीक है। लेकिन लेसन प्लान में जब आपने समझाया है तब सिंगल यूज पहले समझाया है, स्टैंडिंग प्लान।
सर मैंने ना लिखना पहले स्टैंडिंग था, जब मैं लिखने लगी ना तो पहले मैं सिंगल यूज लिख दिया मैंने, गलती।
मतलब मिसमैच है ना। है तो है
सर
ना।
फिर वो इसमें हम मिस्टेक को या प्रूफ भी नहीं हम रिमूव कर सकते हैं, वो पेज की लिमिट है ना।
हाँ हाँ, वो कोई बात नहीं बच्चे, लेकिन इस चीज का नेक्स्ट टाइम ध्यान रखना है। कोई बात नहीं, अभी गलती हो गई तो कोई चक्कर नहीं,
हाँ जी।
लेकिन मैं तो पॉइंट आउट करूंगा ना जहाँ गलती हो गई तो, है ना। और
ओके
इसमें ये दो चार्ट क्यों बनाए हैं, दूसरा रिकैप्चुलेशन का बनाया है।
सर रिकैप्चुलेशन का है।
बच्चे लेसन सारे ध्यान से सुनो। एक लेसन प्लान में एक चार्ट बहुत है, ठीक है। हाँ, और हम लोग जहां तक कोशिश करेंगे रिकैप्चुलेशन का चार्ट ना ही बनाएं तो ज्यादा बेटर। अगर कोई और चार्ट नहीं बनता तब रिकैप्चुलेशन का बना लो, दैट्स ओके। लेकिन अगर कोई दूसरा चार्ट बनता है तो रिकैप्चुलेशन का बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है। क्लियर है। और एक ही लेसन में दो बनाने की तो बिल्कुल जरूरत है ही नहीं, ठीक है। उससे अच्छा है हम लेसन प्लान पे ध्यान दें। और जो लेसन प्लान में लिखा है, आप अगर लेसन प्लान अगर आपके पास है तो आप देखो उठा के, प्यूपिल्स वाले कॉलम में सब में यही लिखा है कि लिसन केयरफुली, लिसन केयरफुली, लिसन केयरफुली। आपने कहीं पे भी बीच में क्वेश्चन उसमें इंसर्ट नहीं किया, है ना।
कैसे सर?
बीच में एक सेक्शनल रिकैप्चुलेशन होती है ना, कि थोड़ा सा पढ़ा दिया, उसके बारे में फिर बीच में पूछ लिया। या डेवलपिंग क्वेश्चनिंग होती है, जैसे हमने कोई अगला नेक्स्ट पॉइंट पढ़ाना है तो उस पॉइंट को पढ़ाने से पहले उसके साथ रिलेटेड एक छोटा सा पॉइंट उसको पूछ लिया, है ना। तो प्यूपल पार्टिसिपेशन हो जाती है। आपके लेसन प्लान में मैं देख रहा था वो सारे में सिंपल यही लिखा है कि पीपल विल लिसन केयरफुली, पीपल विल लिसन केयरफुली। क्वेश्चन नहीं है कहीं पे, ठीक है। क्वेश्चन पूछने हैं बच्चे, ठीक है।
ठीक है सर।
हाँ, चलो ओके बच्चे।
Good morning, students. So today we will start with an interesting topic. But first, give me few answers. So, from where we purchase goods? Yes. From where we purchase goods?
Market.
शॉप।
Right. Market or shop, both are right. What we pay in exchange of goods? How we
Money.
purchase goods? Money. Right. So, how do we earn money? How do your father or you earn money?
By doing some sort of economic activity.
Yeah, right. By doing business or by doing job. What is the motive behind a business?
Earning profit.
Earning profit.
Right, absolutely right. It is earning profit. So what are the two aspects of a business? What two phases a person has to face in business?
Risk.
Risk, more, yes. Yes, any other student, please answer me.
प्रॉफिट और लॉस,
That what?
प्रॉफिट और लॉस।
Profit and, yes, profit and loss. And how can loss, risk or uncertainty can be removed or lessened?
Through insurance.
Through insurance, right, absolutely. So student, today we will start with the topic insurance. So today our topic is insurance. So insurance is a contract. Its meaning is insurance is a contract in which individual or entity receives financial help against losses.
It is an agreement which a company. It is an agreement which a company pay them regular amounts in the form of money. So student, insurance is a contract. It is a kind of contract in which individual, a person who take the insurance, he can be individual or an entity. Entity is a group of people. Entity receive financial help. It is a kind of help which is paid by company when you insure your. It can be a car insurance or any other specific life insurance is also included in it against losses. If you occur any kind of loss, then the company will pay you amount. It can be in the kind of money. So if you got for the life insurance and accident occurs, so the company will pay the loss for the medical treatment. It is an agreement. It is a kind of agreement which a company pay them regular, company pay them regular amount in the form of money. The company pay the regular amount in the form of money. So, student, the meaning of insurance is clear to you, or should I repeat it? Is it okay? It is a kind of amount which a company pay to you when you occur any kind of loss. It is for the recovery of the loss. Okay, students? Next we will do its definition. Its definition is according to Ghosh and Agarwal. According to Ghosh and Agarwal, insurance is a cooperative. Insurance is a cooperative form of distributing a certain risk. Form of distributing a certain risk over a group of persons, over a group of persons who are exposed to it. So its definition is according to Ghosh and Agarwal. Insurance is a cooperative form of distributing. It's a kind of distributing a certain risk. It distributes the risk. Suppose you got for insurance and any mishappening occurs, then your risk is distributed. So the company will pay you the amount over a group of persons. It can the person can be individual or a group of people who insure themselves. So who are exposed to it, who are related, the persons who are related to it can take benefit of it. Okay, students, is definition clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
So, okay, next we will do its objectives. So its first objective is granting security to people.
बच्चे चार्ट दिखाओ ना, चार्ट दिखाओ।
हाँ, so clear. So its first objective is granting security to people. So the main motive of insurance is to grant security to people. If a person will feel secure, only then he will go for insurance. Otherwise, he will not take the benefit of it. So the company provide insurance that he will be secure the people. Next is minimization of losses. The losses are minimized through it. Suppose a person got insurance of maybe it can be of life insurance or car insurance or building insurance, fire insurance. It includes various insurances. So it minimizes the loss of a person who get insured.
ठीक है बच्चे,
So diversify.
ठीक है बच्चे, बस बच्चे दो फीडबैक। हाँ शाबाश, दसो पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव पॉइंट। बच्चे आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
Yes, sir.
हाँ दसो पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव पॉइंट्स इसमें बच्चे ਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਉਹਦੀ ਇੰਪਰੂਵਮੈਂਟ ਹੋਣੀ ਹੈ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸੋਗੇ।
सर देख के पढ़ा रहे थे, बीच बीच में हिंट ले रहे थे।
हाँ ये भाई तूने लेसन याद नहीं किया बच्चे।
सर हिंटो सर मतलब मीनिंग तो थोड़ा देख के लिखना।
नहीं बिल्कुल नहीं।
ठीक है सर, नेक्स्ट टाइम सर मैं
हाँ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ याद करके करना है। ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ अगर ਸਕੂਲ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਕਾਪੀ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਰੱਖ ਦੇਣੀ ਹੈ।
ठीक है
ਨਾ ਫਿਰ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ? हाँ ठीक है, ਹੋਰ ਕੋਈ ਬੱਚਾ ਬੋਲੋ ਜੀ।
सर आज ब्लैक बोर्ड राइटिंग थोड़ी
हाँ
ठीक
हाँ
है।
ब्लैक बोर्ड राइटिंग ठीक है आज बच्चे, आज ठीक है।
तो पिछली बार सर
लिपिका दसो बच्चे कोई प्रॉब्लम ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੈਸਨ 'ਚ? ओके वंशिका 224 रोल नंबर, दसो कोई फीडबैक दो।
सर बस बहुत वही है कि थोड़ा देख के पढ़ा रहे थे, बाकी तो एक्सप्लेनेशन वगैरह तो ठीक थी।
और देख बच्चे जब डेफिनेशन करवाई है ना तब उस समय हम पॉइंटर यूज कर सकते थे। हाँ एक बार लिख दी फिर उसको एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए हम पॉइंटर यूज कर सकते हैं, या जब चार्ट को हम दिखा रहे हैं फर्स्ट पॉइंट सेकंड पॉइंट तब हम पॉइंटर यूज किया जा सकता है। ठीक है, और ये मतलब एक ही चार्ट पे लिख दिया दोनों चीजें, ऑब्जेक्टिव भी और नेचर भी।
सर इसी तरह आएगा भी ऑब्जेक्टिव और नेचर दोनों साइड बाय साइड।
क्यों नेचर ਦਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਅਲੱਗ ਲੈਸਨ ਬਣਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ, ਇਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਪੇਜ ਤੇ ਖਤਮ ਕਰਤਾ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖੋ ਲੈਸਨ ਪਲਾਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ऑब्जेक्टिव एंड नेचर।
सर जो चार्ट ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਸ਼ੋ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ मतलब वो सही नहीं है?
ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਕਹਿ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਦੋਨੋਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਚਾਰਟ ਤੇ ਬਣਾਈਆਂ ਔਰ ਦੋਨੋਂ ਹੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਪੇਜ ਖਤਮ ਕਰਤੀਆਂ, ऑब्जेक्टिव एंड नेचर। यानी
सर फिर जगह नहीं सी ਉੱਥੇ ब्लैक बोर्ड भी लगाने से सर ਉੱਤੇ।
नहीं मैं कह रहा नेचर अगले लेसन च करा लेंदे।
ठीक है सर मतलब ਇੱਕ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਉਠਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਸੀ ਜਾਂ ਨੇਚਰ ਜਾਂ
ਹਾਂ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਵਧੀਆ ਐਕਸਪਲੇਨ ਕਰ ਪਾਓਗੇ ਨਾ।
ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਸਰ,
ਐਕਸਪਲੇਨ ਤਾਂ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ, ਉਹੀ ਹੈਡਿੰਗਸ ਸਬਜੈਕਟ ਮੈਟਰ 'ਚ ਲਿਖੀਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਨੇ, ਸੇਮ ਹੈਡਿੰਗਸ ਚਾਰਟ ਤੇ ਲਿਖੀਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਨੇ, एक्सप्लेन तो होया ही नहीं।
ठीक है सर नेक्स्ट टाइम एक स्टेप उठा दो, एक टॉपिक उठा दो।
हाँ और
या कल मैरिज या कल डीमैरिज।
हाँ और नहीं मैरिट्स डीमैरिट्स इकट्ठियां कराई जा सकदियां ने।
ठीक है सर,
ठीक है तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं। रिकैप्चुलेशन दा बच्चे थर्ड पॉइंट जो थर्ड क्वेश्चन लिखा है देखो क्या लिखा है।
सर रिकैप्चुलेशन लिखा है कि एक्सप्लेन वेरियस नेचर्स ऑफ इंश्योरेंस।
नहीं बनया ना क्वेश्चन?
नहीं सर बनया नहीं। एक्सप्लेन द नेचर ऑफ इंश्योरेंस।
हाँ हाँ ठीक है थोड़ा जिहा ध्यान नाल ये लेसन प्लान भी सारे बच्चे सुनो। ये ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਲੈਸਨ ਪਲਾਨ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਸਿਰਫ ਕਾਗਜ਼ੀ ਕਾਰਵਾਈ ਲਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੰਗਾਉਂਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਗੂਗਲ ਕਲਾਸਰੂਮ 'ਚ, ਇਹਨੂੰ ਚੈੱਕ ਵੀ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਹੀ ਹੋਣਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜਦੋਂ ਲੈਸਨ ਪਲਾਨ ਵਾਪਸ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਤਾਂ
Yes, sir.
है ना। तो ये ध्यान ਦਿਓ ਨਾ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਤੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਬੱਚੇ। चलो ठीक है बच्चे, अगे नालों फर्क है। बोल।
सर?
हाँ बोलो।
ठीक है
जिन्होंने ऊपर ब्लैक बोर्ड स्टाइल लिखा है, फाइनल में भी ऐसे ही लिखेंगे, मतलब लेसन प्लान और एक साइड पे उन्होंने रोल नंबर ये सब लिखा है।
नहीं तब वहां पे
इसी
हमें
फॉर्मेट
नहीं
में
नहीं
लिखना
नहीं नहीं
सही
नहीं
है।
नहीं नहीं तब वहां पे हमें 3-3 का लिखना होता है, 3 चीजें एक तरफ 3 चीजें एक तरफ, ठीक है।
Yes.
Good morning, students.
गुड मॉर्निंग।
Good morning, ma'am.
Today we will learn about very interesting topic. First of all, I will present a situation. Now listen carefully. I will ask few questions from this situation. If a businessman runs a business, he manages all his work, all decision taken by his or her, all business manages. A businessman run a business and he takes all decision and manages all his work. Now tell me the process of managing the things. What is the
Management.
yes, management. Now my second question is, who is the father of general management? Anybody answer? I have told in previous chapter who is the father of management.
Henry Ford.
Yes, Henry Ford. Henry Ford is the father of management. He gives various principles of management, and today's topic is principles of management.
बच्चे ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ क्वेश्चन है पीके टेस्टिंग ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ,
So no है.
ਦੂਜਾ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ?
पहले what is the process of managing the things, then second है who is father of Henry Ford.
बच्चे घੱਟੋ ਘੱਟ 4 क्वेश्चन ਤਾਂ ਹੋਣੇ ਹੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਨੇ, ठीक है।
Okay,
मिनिमम 4 क्वेश्चन होने चाहिए।
okay, sir. Now my first principle is division of labor, division of work. Henry Ford says that work is divided into small tasks so that each individual can contribute it. In this, there are 2 points. Work is divided into small parts. Then, if an individual doing the same job he becomes specialist in that job. That leads to specialization. Henry Ford says that work is divided into small parts so that individual is contributed in it. Henry Ford says that if an individual works again and again on the same job, then he will become a specialist in that particular job. Division of work leads to specialization or expert in that particular job. I will explain with the help of an example. Is it visible to you?
Yes.
Yes. Now there is a furniture manufacturer. He receives order for making 100 lecture stands. Now they have 5 workers. Now his duty is to divide the work into 5 workers. Now worker A is making lecture stands, and worker B making top boards, and worker C making center support, and worker D is making assembling, and worker E is making polishing. Now this shows that if all these workers doing the same job on for making 100 lecture stand, then they will become specialist, or doing the same job again and again and again, then he will become specialist in that particular job. So division of labor main focus यही है, division of labor that leads to specialization. I hope you clear the first principle of division of labor,
Yes.
division of work.
Yes.
Okay. Now second principle is authority and responsibility. Now what is authority? Authority is a top level management which gives order to lower level management. Authority moves from downward, that delegates orders to lower level management. And responsibility is performed by a lower level management. So we can say that authority and responsibility go side by side. Authority is that which gives order to lower level management, and responsibility is performed by lower level management that it received from the authority. Then we can say that authority and responsibility go side by side. Is it visible to you?
Yes.
Yes. Then we can say that authority moves downward. It gives orders to the lower level management, and here is the responsibility is lower level management जो उन्होंने ऑर्डर रिसीव किए हैं टॉप लेवल मैनेजमेंट से, वो उसे फुलफिल करेंगे. आई होप यू क्लियर द मीनिंग ऑफ अथॉरिटी एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I will ask some questions. Now tell me, but who is the head of the school?
Principal.
Okay, then who has authority to give orders to their staff?
Principal has the authority.
Yes. Now tell me who has the responsibility to execute the order received from staff, received from principal?
Teachers.
Teachers
Yes.
and staff.
Yes. I hope you understand the concept of authority and responsibility.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now third principle is discipline. Discipline is that obedience. It is an obedience or rules and regulations of an organization. According to Henry Ford, discipline is an obedience or rules and regulations that to be set in an employment agreement which has to be followed every individual in an organization so that organization is run effectively and efficiently. For example, I will give you an example to For example, if a person is not doing job at a stipulated time period, now he does not follow the obedience. Now the organization occurs loss because of him, because he does not complete time. He does not complete his work on this time period. I hope you understand the third principle. Should I rub this?
Yes.
ठीक है बच्चे, बस कर. फीडबैक दो बच्चे. फीडबैक दो बाकी स्टूडेंट।
सर थोड़ा डर रहे हैं पढ़ाने में,
हाँ थोड़ा सा
एक्सप्लेन सही
कितना
कर रहे हैं,
जैसे,
क्लियर है इनको नहीं।
हाँ हाँ ठीक है, गुड। और बताओ। ठीक है, और बताओ। एक बच्चे ਜਿਹੜਾ लास्ट ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੀਕੈਪਚुलेशन ਚ क्वेश्चंस लिखे हैं,
हाँ जी
वो
सर।
देखो, वो देखो क्या लिखे हुए हैं।
Explain 7 principles of management.
दूजा,
Explain unity of command and unity of direction.
ये तो ਉਹਦੇ ਚ ਹੀ ਆ ਗਿਆ, पहले वाले क्वेश्चन की 7 प्रिंसिपल, है ना।
हाँ जी सर।
हाँ, ਤਾਂ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ क्या कर सकते ਸੀਗੇ, ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ डिफरेंशिएट करा सकते हैं,
ओके सर।
है ना।
हाँ जी सर।
हाँ, अगला की है व्हाट इज,
Remuneration.
हाँ ये भी सत्ता ਚ ही आ गया। तो क्वेश्चन ਨੂੰ ਜਦੋਂ ਪੁੱਛਣਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੇ क्वेश्चंस फ्रेम करने हैं, तो रेलेवेंट क्वेश्चंस फ्रेम करने हैं सारिਆਂ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਇਹ पॉइंट, ठीक है। बाकी ठीक
है
सीगा
सर।
बच्चे, मेहनत करी हुई है, सारे बनाए हुए हैं अपने आप ही चार्ट, ठीक है बच्चे।
ठीक है सर।
Sir, am I visualized to you and audible to you?
ठीक है बच्चे, हाँ ठीक, करो शुरू।
Okay. Good morning, students.
गुड मॉर्निंग मैम।
Okay, today we are going to start a very prominent and interesting topic. But before that, I will ask you the few questions. Don't give me the collective response, students. If you know the answer, raise your hand and give an answer to the question. So students, my first question to you is, what do we call a person who sells the goods in the market?
Seller.
Yes. My second question to you is, what do we call a person who buys these goods from the market?
Buyer.
Okay. The third question to you is, what are the activities done by the seller?
Transfer of goods from shopkeeper to the buyer.
Yes. My fourth and the last question to you is, what do we call the term or an activity wherein purchase or sale of goods and services are done between buyer and seller?
Trade.
Yes, students. Today we are going to learn about concept of trade. So the first topic under the topic concept of trade we have is meaning of trade. Students, trade is basically, students open your notebooks and write down the meaning of trade. Trade is what? Buying, selling, purchase, transfer, exchange of goods and services between the buyer and that of the seller and making the goods available to the consumers. So students, kindly pay attention towards this meaning of trade. I'm highlighting few words: buying, selling, purchase, transfer, exchange. These are what activities which are basically very important in implementing the trade. Now students, look at this picture carefully. This picture is showing the trade between the buyer and seller. This is a seller, this is a buyer. Seller is basically selling, transferring the goods from him to the buyer, and in the form of consideration, in form of return, the buyer is paying the money to the seller. This picture is denoting the trade going between the seller and buyer. So students, now I ask you one question based on the meaning of trade. Name of a person is Mohan, who went to an electronic shop to buy refrigerator. Seller sells him and Mohan in return pays 1 lakh to him. What this activity, what this process is going between them?
Trade.
Yes, the trade is going between them. Now, the next topic under the concept of trade we have is types of trade. For that, students, look at the chart carefully. The chart is showing the types of trade. Number one type we are going to discuss is internal trade. So what is basically internal trade is? Internal trade is sale, purchase, exchange of goods and services between the buyer and seller, but within the geographical boundaries of the country. Like we have to stay in our country while living under the geographical boundaries of our country or region. We have to do the exchange of goods and services. Students, look at this picture carefully. Is it visible to you, students?
Yes.
There is a seller who is basically residing in Mumbai. The seller who is residing in Chennai. The seller is basically selling the goods to the buyer while living in Mumbai, and that seller who is purchasing those goods while living in Chennai. This is what exactly going internal trade. While living within the geographical boundaries of India or region, they are making the transaction, they are exchanging the goods, which basically denoting the internal trade. Students, have you understood the concept of the internal trade?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, moving ahead, we have the next type of trade under the internal trade, that is wholesale trade. Basically, wholesale trade is one such kind of the trade wherein buying, selling, sale, exchange or transfer of goods and services is done in a large quantity and in the wide variety or in the large variety. The seller, the buyer, both are dealing in the large or the bulk quantity of the goods and the products. Okay, students, I'll ask you one question based on this wholesale trade, that what are the benefits you derive out from the wholesale trade? What the benefits you derive out from the wholesale trade?
Large quantities at less price.
Yes, large quantity at lesser price. And by lesser price we mean discounts. We get the discounts by purchasing the goods in the bulk. Now, the next type of the trade under the internal trade we are having is retail trade. Retail trade, we mostly, frequently, we people do or involve in the retail trade by visiting the different shops in the market, by purchasing these grocery items, the stationery items. And actually we mean by retail trade is buying, selling, purchasing, sale, transfer, exchange of goods and services in a wide variety but in the smaller amount. Clear? Wide variety in the smaller amount. Now, there are many of retail shops involved in the internal trade, like departmental stores, franchisees. By franchisee, I mean what this picture is denoting to you. What this picture is denoting to you, students?
McDonald's.
McDonald's. McDonald's is a form of franchisee which deals in the wide variety of goods like burgers. They deal in the cold drinks. They deal McPuffs. So variety of products is in a large, but we purchase those products in a smaller quantity. Can we purchase the burgers of like 100, 200? No. Like only 1, 2 or 3. So small quantity is introduced in it. Next picture is of chain stores. What is written over here, students? What is written over here? Levi's. Levi's are the chain stores. You are residing in Ludhiana. You had purchased the jeans from Ludhiana from the store of Levi's, but you want to get it exchanged in Mumbai. Is it possible? Is it possible, students? Yes. Yes, it is possible because these chain stores are linked with each other. While showing a bill to them, you can get your product exchanged. So these chain stores, these franchisees are examples of the retail trade.
ठीक है बच्चे, बस कर
Now,
बस कर हाँ बच्चे, फीडबैक दो ऑल स्टूडेंट्स।
सर एक्सप्लेनेशन और कॉन्फिडेंस बहुत अच्छा है।
हाँ ठीक है। और बताओ, शाबाश। ये रिकैप्चुलेशन वाला कौन सा चार्ट बनाया?
1 second, sir.
तो नेक्स्ट टाइम से बच्चे, मैंने बोला जैसे आज कई बार बोली है मैंने कि एक लेसन प्लान में एक ही चार्ट बनाओ, ठीक है। रिकैपिटुलेशन का बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है अगर पहले बना लिया।
जी सर।
ठीक है। और ये मुझे फर्स्ट जो फ्लैश कार्ड दिखाया था वो दिखाओ दोबारा। और लेसन प्लान में जो लगाया है देखो सेम है।
1 second, sir. यस सर, बिल्कुल सेम है। सर ब्लैक बोर्ड राइटिंग के बिल्कुल नीचे।
हाँ देखो सेम लगा है।
ओह सर, मैंने यहाँ बायर लिख दिया गलती से।
हाँ उल्टा हो गया ना,
एंड
बायर
यहाँ
और
पे
सेलर हो गया।
हाँ जी सर, ये मिस्टेक हो गई।
तो बच्चे
so
ये
sorry,
ना,
sir.
हाँ नहीं कोई बात नहीं, ये ना मिनिएचर फॉर्म है इसके, ठीक है ना।
जी
तो
जी सर, मैं अभी
सेम
चेंज
ही
कर
होने
देती हूँ।
चाहिए, वो कोई बात नहीं, रहने दो, कटिंग मत करना उस पर, ठीक है।
नहीं सर, मैं ना
तो,
पेस्टिंग कर दूंगी, सेम चार्ट पेपर की मैं पेस्टिंग कर दूंगी ऊपर।
हाँ। और एक बात और कि ये जो कलर है ना, आप अगर कलर भी सेम रखा जाए तो ज्यादा बेटर है।
कैसे कलर सर?
अगर ये ब्लू कलर में बनाए हैं ना सारे।
ओके सर, मिनिएचर्स एंड द बिग वन
हाँ
शोइंग
सारा
फ्लैश कार्ड
सेम
शुड बी
कलर
सेम।
में हो, सेम। क्योंकि
ठीक है,
उसी का
जी सर।
मिनिएचर है ना, तो वो मिनिएचर होते होते वो ग्रीन हो गया है ना। तो ऐसा
वो और प्रेजेंटेबल लगेगा।
हाँ। और
ठीक है
और ये एंड
सर।
में ये
बाकी
कलरफुल वो बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है, जो पॉकेट्स बनाई है ना उसको, जो फूल बूटे बनाए हैं।
अच्छा ये रहने दूं सर?
हाँ ये
सिंपली
इसकी
लिख
कोई
सकते हैं?
हाँ सिंपली और ये जो एंड में सारे बच्चे सुनो, ये जो एंड में हम लोग रिकैप्चुलेशन और होमवर्क लिखते हैं, ये हमने अगर तो चार्ट बनाया है रिकैप्चुलेशन का तब वहां पे कलर्ड पेज चिपकाना है, ठीक है। अगर चार्ट नहीं है तब सिंपल पेन के साथ ही लिखना है वहां पे, कोई कलर्ड पेपर वहां नहीं लगाना। अब क्योंकि अगर आप लेसन प्लान में कलर्ड पेपर लगा रहे हो तो इसका मतलब ये होता है कि वहां पे चार्ट या फ्लैश कार्ड या कुछ यूज किया है आपने। क्लियर है सारे स्टूडेंट्स?
यस सर।
Yes, sir.
हाँ ठीक है बच्चे, चलो नेक्स्ट स्टूडेंट।
So good morning students. Today we are going to start a new topic. But before that, let me ask you some questions. Give me one by one answer. No corrective answers will be taken. Okay, tell me, have you ever been to a mall?
Yes.
What did you buy from a mall?
Cosmetics, clothes, shoes.
Yes, very good. So do you get everything in one section only?
No.
So it means we have to go one by one another sections to get the things. So what do you think? Who arranged these things for you?
Owner.
What do you the people, the one person who arranged these things for you in different sections? Who is the one?
Managers.
Yeah, the workers. Workers are the one who manages the thing for you. So why do you think why they do this thing for you? Why they need to do this thing for you?
To meet our
So that we
demands.
can
One by one,
find everything easily.
okay. And what did he get in return of that?
Salary.
Salaries. Thank you. Very good. Salaries he get in return. And who is he responsible for? Who is the worker is responsible for? If he do not complete his work, then who will be the one who will scold the worker?
Manager.
Yeah, the manager will be the one who will scold the worker. So what do you think? What are the responsibilities and what are the objectives of the manager? What he has to fulfill in an organization?
To manage the things and to give orders.
Yeah. So to manage the thing and to reward us, very good. So today we will start a new topic. It's meaning of management. And objectives. So with starting, I will tell you about the meaning of management. So students, management is the process of management. Note down your new copies. Management is the process of getting things done from others in effective and efficient manner. So students, here I have used some words which I am going to highlight and explain you. It is the process of getting things done from the others. And the second one is effective and efficient manners. So the first one is getting things done from the others. So in management, students, what a manager will do, he will give his work to other person to complete this. But let me tell you one thing, but it doesn't mean he will not responsible for this work. For example, if I am a manager of a company and I have given my work to my subordinates to complete it, but I am only accountable for that work if he does not complete that work to my honor, to my seniors. So it means getting things on from the others. It's just a way of sharing our burden to the other person, and so that we can complete our important work in that meantime. Next word is effective and efficient manner. there is a very difference between effective and efficient manner. First is my effective. Effective means getting things done within a time and completing the target. Reaching the target in time. This is effectiveness. And what is it is reaching the target in time in minimum cost also. So students, let me give you an example for this. Reaching the target in time. For example, there is one Mr. X and there is one Mr. Y. Mr. X has achieved the target. Mr. X, I have given the target to him to achieve 1000 units in 1 hour. 1000 units in 1 hour. So Mr. X achieved this target 1000 units in 1 hour in rupees 10,000. On the other hand, Mr. Y also achieved 1000 units in 1 hour, but he completed this works in only rupees 9,000. So, what we will say, who is effective and who is efficient? Tell me students, who is effective and who is efficient?
दसों बच्चे आंसर
Yes.
दो.
Mr. X, I am repeating it. Mr. X has achieved the target 1000 units in 1 hour, but with the cost of rupees 10,000. But Mr. Y has achieved the same target in rupees 9,000 cost. So what do you think, who is effective and who is efficient?
B is efficient.
Yeah, very good. Mr. Y is efficient. So this is the difference between effectiveness and efficient. So next is our definition of management. Write down, take out your copies and write down the definition of management I am showing you. According to Van Fleet, management is a set of activities directed at the efficient and effective utilization of resources in pursuit of one or more goods. Everyone write down. So I am explaining this definition. It is a set of activities. In management, we have different types of activities what a manager has to perform. And he has to perform in efficient and effective manner, what I have explained to you right now. What thing he has to do effectively and efficiently? Resources. He has to use the resources in very effective and efficiently manner so that he can use that resources for one or more goods. So this was the definition of Van Fleet. So now I will start my new topic, that is objectives of management. So students, you tell me, what do you think, what are the objectives of management? What the management has to fulfill their objectives?
बच्चे जो कराना है उसके साथ ही वही क्वेश्चन कैसे पूछ लेना? ये तो करवाना है ना अभी.
नहीं सर, इन जनरल की मैनेजमेंट के मैनेजर के क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव्स होते हैं फुलफिल करने के लिए?
हाँ, तो यही तो कराना है मैनेजमेंट के क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव.
मतलब इन जनरल ये तो हम स्पेसिफिकली उन्हें बताएंगे कि ऑब्जेक्टिव्स है मैनेजमेंट के ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एंड ऑल, मतलब इन जनरल स्टूडेंट्स को ऑलरेडी क्या पता है कि मैनेजमेंट क्या करता है. जो
करवाना है वही क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछना, ठीक है?
ओके सर.
हाँ, और ये लेसन प्लान में भी इफेक्टिव और एफिशिएंसी जो है वो पहले करवाई है, डेफिनेशन बाद में करवाई है ना?
Yes, sir.
लेसन प्लान में डेफिनेशन पहले लिखा है, इफेक्टिव एंड एफिशिएंट बाद में लिखा है।
Yes, sir. मैं सर उसको ठीक कर लूंगी, मैंने रफ में ही बनाया हुआ है अभी। एक्चुअली मैंने कभी उसको करके देखा नहीं था, तो जब किया तो फिर उस टाइप से भी मैंने अभी चेंज नहीं किया उसको।
हाँ, नेक्स्ट टाइम से लेसन प्लान वहीं जमा करवाना है जिस हफ्ते का चल रहा है। जो पुराना नहीं किया वो नहीं किया, वो अब दोबारा नहीं करना, ठीक है?
ओके सर।
जहाँ है वहीं। और कोई टीचिंग एड बनाई है इसकी?
यस सर, मेरे पास सर मटेरियल तो नहीं था, मैंने छोटा सा एक फ्लो चार्ट बनाया शीट पे।
दिखाओ। इसका तो कोई फायदा नहीं बच्चे।
सर मेरे पास वो चार्ट पेपर अभी था नहीं, लॉकडाउन की वजह से मैं अरेंज नहीं कर पाई।
तो अभी तो खुला है, दिन में तो दुकानें खुली होती थी पहले। वो तो
स्टेशनरीज अभी
आज बंद है ना? आज या कल से बंद हुई है नॉन एसेंशियल गुड्स की, तो उससे पहले तो थी। उससे पहले तो थी।
सबसे पहले प्रिपेयर ही नहीं किया था ना चार्ट्स वगैरह, मेरे को पता ही नहीं था कि चार्ट वगैरह लगाने हैं। मैंने तो 2-4 दिन से प्रेजेंटेशन देखी है, तब पता लगा कि लगाना है।
मैं तो हर बार हर प्रेजेंटेशन जो है वो वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग करके उसकी हर बार ग्रुप में भी डालता हूँ, अपने यूट्यूब चैनल में भी डालता हूँ। आप ग्रुप में हो ना, उसमें क्लासरूम, इसमें व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में?
देखा नहीं उसमें।
हाँ, वो देखना आपने है ना, वो देखना आपने। तो बच्चे यस नो के क्वेश्चंस, यस नो के क्वेश्चंस नहीं पूछने, हमने कितनी बार कहा है ये। पीके टेस्टिंग ठीक नहीं थी, क्वेश्चंस प्रॉपर्ली फॉर्म नहीं किए, और सारी मेरी वीडियोस वगैरह चेक करो, स्पेशली उनके जो फीडबैक के जो कमेंट्स हैं हमारे और बच्चों के, वो देखो, वहां से आपको पता चल जाएगा कि क्या करना है और क्या नहीं करना है। ठीक है?
मतलब पीके टेस्टिंग के क्वेश्चन सही नहीं है कि?
हाँ, क्वेश्चन सही नहीं है, क्वेश्चन सही नहीं है, क्वेश्चन सही नहीं है। ठीक है? हाँ, चलो नेक्स्ट भाई 197 के बाद कौन है बच्चे? क्राउ। हाँ, क्राउ बच्चे।
Okay. Good morning, students. Hope all are doing well. Good morning, ma'am.
हाँ जी, गुड मॉर्निंग। बच्चे थोड़ा पीछे हो जा, पीछे हो थोड़ा। हाँ, बस ऐसे ठीक।
So, students, today we are going to do a very interesting topic. But before introduction of the topic, I'll ask you some questions. Okay? So just unmute your mic and respond the questions accordingly. Right? So tell me what this process of buying and selling of goods is called.
Trade.
Yes, very good, Shweta. So my next question is, what is the trade within a country is called?
Internal trade.
Very good, Madhu.
Domestic trade.
The common medium of payment for all in internal trade.
Money.
Yeah, Indian currency or currency of the particular country, right? So my next question is, where can you go for shopping as far as internal trade is concerned? Yes, tell me, students, where can you go?
Within the country. Within the country or from local shop.
Yes, very good. Local shops, retailers or wholesalers, stores, malls, right? So today we shall study about classification of trade. Classification of internal trade. So I have made this PPT on this topic, so I'm going to share my screen. Yes. So we all know, as we have discussed in previous classes, internal trade means the performing business transactions within the borders of a nation. We can see in this slide, internal trade is when the buying and selling
process takes place within the national boundaries, we can call it as internal trade or domestic trade or home trade, as we have discussed in our previous classes, right? So next we'll do the classification of internal trade, in which the first one is wholesale trade. Wholesale trade refers to buying of goods in large quantities from producer or manufacturer for sale to other traders or buyers. Just take out your notebooks and write down the meaning of wholesale trade. Wholesale trade is a mode of exchange. Wholesale trade is a mode of exchange in which products are purchased and processed in large quantities and sold them to resellers or to specialized users. So here we can see in this slide, wholesale trade is a mode of exchange in which products are purchased and processed in large quantities and sold to resellers or specialist users. So now in the next slide, we'll see who is wholesaler. Those who are engaged in wholesale trade, we can call them as wholesalers, right? So wholesaler is an intermediary. Wholesaler act as an intermediary that buys products from manufacturer and sells them to the retailers or other wholesalers. So we can see in this slide that wholesaler act as a link between the manufacturer and retailer, right? Next we'll do the characteristic of wholesale trade. So the first one is wholesaler generally deals in one or few varieties of products or items, like for example, machinery, textile, medicine. So these are the items that wholesaler is generally deals in one or few varieties of items. So the next point is in the characteristic of wholesale trade. Now we'll see the process of wholesale trade or how it operates. Wholesaler, so just you can see in this slide, wholesaler act as a link between the both. Wholesaler buy goods from manufacturer, right, in bulk quantities or in large quantities and sells them to retailers and sometimes to consumer directly, right? So our next point in the characteristic is wholesale trade requires large amount of capital investment because purchases are made in bulk quantities, right? And sometimes advance payments to manufacturer are given and goods are sold on credit too, right? So next we'll see, so here are wholesale trade deals in one particular product, like for example wholesale grain market, wholesale paper market. So these are the wholesale markets dealing in one product. So now tell me students, just state one example of wholesale trade. Just give me any one example of wholesale trade who deals in one product but in large quantities. Yes, students.
Fruit or vegetables.
Yes, very good. So now we'll proceed further. The services of wholesaler provided to producer or the manufacturer and to retailers. So now we'll do the services that have been provided to manufacturer and retailers. The first one is order in large quantity. So whenever the wholesaler place an order, it is in large quantity.
बस कर
As
बच्चे,
we have made this
बस
in
कर,
the definition as
बस कर नवनीत। हाँ बच्चे फीडबैक दो। Students,
Sir, explanation was good.
एक्सप्लेनेशन अच्छी है, ठीक है बच्चे। ਇਹਦੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰਿੰਟ ਆਊਟਸ ਨੇ ਕੱਢ ਕੇ ਲਗਾਏ।
Sir, lockdown extend हो गया दिल्ली ਵਿੱਚ।
ਨਹੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ। ਅੱਛਾ ਇੱਕ ਨਾ ਟਾਈਟਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੋਲਿਆ ਕਲਾਸੀਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਆਫ ਇੰਟਰਨਲ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ ਪੜ੍ਹਨਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੇ, ਹੈਨਾ? ਲੇਕਿਨ ਲੈਸਨ ਪਲਾਨ ਚ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਟਾਈਟਲ ਕਲਾਸੀਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਆਫ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ।
Lesson plan which sir, just a minute, just give me a second. Classification of internal trade लिखा हुआ है sir।
बच्चे मैंने तो ट्रेड ही दिखा है, इंटरनल पे तो दिखा नहीं।
You are talking about the presentation of topic ना?
टाइटल
Sir,
ऊपर
ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ internal trade ਦੇ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਨੀਚੇ classification of internal trade then wholesale
नहीं बच्चे ऊपर ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ 6 ਲਾਈਨਾਂ ਲਿਖਦੇ ਆ, ਜਦੋਂ ਅਨਾਉਂਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਟੌਪਿਕ ਦਾ ਉੱਪਰ ਲਿਖਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਟੌਪਿਕ ਕੀ ਪੜਾਣਾ ਕੀ ਲਿਖਿਆ।
okay yeah, we shall study about classification of trade
है ना, ਉੱਥੇ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਕਲਾਸੀਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਆਫ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਉੱਥੇ ਇੰਟਰਨਲ ਐਡ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰੈਜੈਂਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਵਾਲਾ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਿਖਦੇ ਅਨਾਉਂਸਮੈਂਟ ਆਫ ਟੌਪਿਕ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ। ਅਨਾਉਂਸਮੈਂਟ ਆਫ ਟੌਪਿਕ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਪ੍ਰੈਜੈਂਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਆਫ ਟੌਪਿਕ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਲਿਖਣਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ the pupil teacher will present the lesson with the help of explanation,
with the help of lecture cum demonstration,
explanation and also ask questions from time to time to keep the students active, है ना? कि समय-समय ਤੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਐਕਟਿਵ ਰਹਿਣ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਵੀ ਪੁੱਛੇਗਾ ਟੀਚਰ pupil teacher। ਇਹ ਤਿੰਨ ਚਾਰ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੇ ਲਿਖਣੀਆਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਫਿਕਸ ਹੀ ਨੇ, ਹੈਨਾ?
ਓਕੇ ਸਰ।
ਇਹ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਕਰ, ਤੇਰੇ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਲੈਸਨ ਪਲਾਨਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ। ਤੇ ਰੀਕੈਪਚੁਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਵੀ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਤੇ ਇਹ ਲੈਸਨ ਪਲਾਨ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਾਈਆਂ, ਕਾਪੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਾਏ ਲੈਸਨ ਪਲਾਨ ਹਲੇ?
सर एक्चुअली मेरा कुरियर कल ही आया और मैं हजे फर्स्ट वाला पहले ऐड किया है। लेसन प्लान फर्स्ट वाला लिख लिया, इंटरनल ट्रेड और फीचर्स ऑफ ट्रेड।
ठीक है ठीक है, ठीक है बच्चे।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।